We have been lied to. In this video, I'm going to share all the hair products you don't need for your hair, whether it's for health, for growth, whatever it may be. You do not need these products. Now, the key word here is need. For example, I have a pretty extensive skincare routine, okay? But when it comes down to it, most people only need about 3 steps: a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a treatment, whether you have acne or the treatment can be sunscreen in the morning, something like that. But I tend to go towards the 6 to 10 steps. That does not mean that the rest of the steps I'm paying for are useless. It just means I enjoy it, I want it, and I appreciate what it does for certain tiny things, but all hell is not going to break loose if I stop using one of them. This is what I'm talking about with the hair products. I absolutely love some of these steps, but they are entirely unnecessary, and do not let anyone fool you into thinking you have to have them. If you don't know me, my name is Angelica. I post videos twice a week, every single week, all about growing long, healthy, natural hair, and an extra video occasionally, all about something else that's fun, like a vlog here and there. If you want to know what the 5 products you do not need are, let's get into it. Something that may shock you as a lover of rice water, but I'm not talking about rice water. I'm talking about all DIYs. You do not need them. Do you know why you do not need them? It's because there are so many products that are manufactured that require you to put in no effort, no work, no calculations. Okay, you can just go to the store and buy an avocado mask. You do not have to go and buy an avocado and then mash it and then add in a little bit of olive oil and then pour in a little bit of honey and add some aloe vera, or just buy an aloe vera and start peeling it and squeezing out the aloe vera and then straining it so that you don't have little bits in your hair. You absolutely do not need them. If you notice that your hair likes a specific product like avocado or olive oil or rosemary, I personally love rosemary and I actually prefer my DIY rosemary oil. I absolutely love it. However, there are oils out there that already have a mixture of some rosemary oil in them. You don't have to be in control of every single thing that goes into your hair. If you have the time and you enjoy it like me, you can absolutely do it. But if you're saying, you know what? I have heard a lot of amazing things about rosemary oil for hair growth, or I have heard a lot of good things about rice water or aloe vera for hair growth, but I don't have the time to start making these products also because they have a very short shelf life. And let's say you work 6 days out of the week and you only have like a maximum of maybe 2 hours to do everything you have to do to your hair. Just go to the store and buy something that contains whatever DIY you've really been interested in. If you're interested in rice water, go and find something that incorporates rice or rice water in it. Look for something that contains rosemary or aloe vera. If you look at Maui Moisture, a lot of their products have a base of aloe vera instead of water. So just look into something like that. You absolutely do not need DIYs. Do not let anyone lie to you. I know there's a lot of people saying if you really want your natural hair to grow, you have to use 100% natural hair products. Do not use any preservatives or chemicals. Trust me, that can be your preference if you choose, but you can always find products that are as natural as they can be if that's where you're leading towards, to get the same effect or at least close enough to get your hair where you need to get to. And by the way, I am not specifically saying you have to grow your hair till waist length. I am specifically talking about healthy hair. Healthy hair always grows. If you do not want long hair, you can always cut it and keep it at the length that you like it. If your hair does not grow as fast and you're trying to make sure you maintain a lot of growth, this is what I'm focusing on. I know there's lots of stigma around there being like, everybody has to have long flowing hair. Like, no. Healthy hair looks the best, whether it is 2 inches or 20 inches. Okay, let's get to the second product you do not need for healthy hair. So the next one is edge control, or any product that's directly targeted at styling your edges. The reason why is, first of all, our edges do not always have to be laid. Second of all, laying your edges every single day can actually be very detrimental, and it can cause lots of damage to your hairline, whether that is traction alopecia from you putting lots of pressure from styling your hair with whatever comb you use on your hairline every single day, to gels being extremely drying or too moisturizing that they actually make your hair get mushy and just kind of break off easily. We do not have to have styled edges every single time. And I am the perfect example of that today. I did not want to style my edges, but my hair is still in the silk press. It is very due for washing, but as you can see, I put on a headband, put my hair in a claw clip, and I'm done. You can wear a headband. You can just brush your hair back. Nobody said you have to have the sleekest edges in the world, okay? If you have natural hair, it is naturally curly. It makes sense to have naturally curly edges, okay? Just moisturize the hair and make it look nice and neat, whether that is by keeping it more curly in its natural state or brushing it back. You can just use a moisturizer or anything so that you don't have like crazy flyaways going everywhere. But you do not need an edge product. Also, if you're one of those people who styles your hair with other styling products, you can probably use those same styling products on your edges, like a hair gel that's marketed like for all your hair, or even just your moisturizer. If you have a thick enough moisturizer, just brush it on your hairline, tie a silk wrap, leave it on for like 20 minutes, take it off. Your edges are going to look nice and neat and smooth. They won't be like as silky as if you're using, I don't know what super stronghold edge control. But that is just a specific want. You do not need it. If I'm listing the best products for hair growth, you would never find anything like edge control on that list because that is just for aesthetic reasons, which is absolutely okay, but you do not need it. Which leads me to my next product or products that you don't need, and this is any kind of specific products that are only targeted at styling if you do not style your hair in that specific way. For example, if you have a serum that is not a heat protectant and you never have any reason to actually use a serum, like you could just use an oil instead, you don't do silk presses, you don't do anything that require a serum, you do not need that serum. On the same side, if you don't do things like wash and goes, for example, for me, I think wash and goes are just not so much for me. Maybe later on when I'm actually at one of my hair goals and I don't mind like experimenting and doing more stuff with my hair, and when I'm not like focused on being in the gym and whatever, then maybe I might go into that. But for now, I barely do wash and go, so there's no need for me to start buying curl enhancing smoothies and butters and stronghold whatever like curl creams or anything like that, because I don't even style my hair like that. It would literally be a waste of product because I would use all those styling creams as moisturizer. So instead of getting any of those, just go and get what you actually need. So if you usually wear your hair in twists or braids, just get a thicker moisturizer that your hair really likes. There's absolutely no need. Do not let anyone pressure you into thinking you have to get a styling gel and then a curling cream and then a curling mousse and a curling I don't know what to get your hair looking the best. If you wear your hair in wash and goes like every day, that is your preferred style, then it's a necessity because how are you going to rock your style without your products? But if you do not, whatever style that you usually wear, if there's anything that's specifically targeted at wearing your hair in a certain way that you do not wear it in, just ignore it. You do not need it. When I was starting out with my natural hair journey, I bought a curl enhancing smoothie, I bought a stronghold gel, I bought a mousse, because most of the videos I was watching saying that's what you needed to get for your hair if you want it to look good and you want it to grow fast. But it turns out, trial and error, you actually do not need it. The fourth one is one that kind of pains me to say a little bit because I personally like this product, but it is something you absolutely do not need, and this is a co-wash. A lot of people do not even have time to wash their hair in the middle of the week, or they use so much products that using a co-wash is actually a waste of your time because you need to use a shampoo to actually get all your products out. So if you wash your hair very often, you probably want to go for a sulfate-free shampoo. If you wash your hair like me, which is like once a week to 10 days a week, you could even go for something that has a sulfate or just a product that emulsifies a lot and lathers a lot that can help you strip all the excess oils and dirt off your hair. So basically you can get away with using one shampoo depending on how you style your hair. But for the co-wash, I usually don't even put like oils on my hair. I put oils on my scalp, but I don't put it on my hair. And so if I want to wash my hair in the middle of the week, I can use a co-wash, and then at the end of the week, I would use a shampoo. But if you're using a lot of styling products, you do not need a co-wash. Also, if you wash your hair like once a week and you never wash your hair in between a week, so you always have like a specific schedule and it's just a couple of days, you do not need a co-wash. I absolutely love co-washes, but I also don't use it all the time. Sometimes I can even go 2 months without using a co-wash. So again, you absolutely do not need it. Just get a shampoo, okay? What you need to do when you're trying to get your hair to grow is use the bare minimum at first to know what your hair likes, what your hair doesn't like. And then as you start to know your hair better, then you can start adding things like, you know what? I want to experiment a little. I think I want to try and see what will happen if I wash my hair once in between the week. Maybe you can try a co-wash. Or you know what? I want to try a wash and go. Maybe you can buy a curling product. But with the overwhelming amount of products that we are told we just have to have, it is not necessary. The last one is something that I wish I was told a long time ago. This includes when I had relaxed hair, and this is you do not need a leave-in and a moisturizer. It's basically the same thing. Just pick one. If you need moisturized hair, you can either pick a leave-in or pick a moisturizer because they basically go in the same step in your hair routine. There is no need to have both. So it's kind of like a both thing. I really can't tell you which one you should get. My hair tends to like it's in the middle of a leave-in and a moisturizer, which is the leave-in cream from African Pride, and then there's the Bond Smoother from Olaplex, which are they're both kind of like in the middle of a leave-in and a moisturizer, but usually moisturizers tend to be a little bit thicker and leave-ins tend to be a little bit lighter. But honestly, the lines are very blurred and it is very, very, very similar that you absolutely do not need both. So whichever one your hair is like, buy that one and just forget the other one exists or treat it as the same thing. Leave-in moisturizer, just a different name. Treat it as the same thing. As long as your hair likes it, that's what you're gonna get. If you want more videos like this, make sure you hit my face right there to subscribe and give this video a big like because it tells the algorithm that you want more videos like this. Also, watch the 2 videos on the side of the screen right here if you'd like to see any of my older videos. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!